Good afternoon. Meet Helen again. She was my
Hi.
first guest on my very first coffee time 1 year ago. We're back at the National Guild. Yay! Woohoo! So she flew in last night from Dubai, a little bit delayed, but she's here now.
I know, can't believe I'm here.
So, yay. Okay, so let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness in your toolbox.
So whenever I'm working with a client, then one of the fundamentals with looking at hypnosis is doing forgiveness work. It's Gestalt share therapy, and it always neutralizes any other negative lower emotions that you might be feeling at the time. Even if there's a very famous Ayanla Bazant who's on with Oprah, and she always says, you can forgive like this. I forgive you. You don't condone what anybody's done, but releasing yourself through forgiveness is the first stages of healing any hurt, upset, anger, emotion that you can do, and it certainly quantifies that leap straight away.
For me, it was really important to learn self-forgiveness because I could forgive other people so much easier than I could forgive myself. And what I had to come to terms with is that I can forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't learn yet. And when I looked at it as a growth situation rather than black and white, shoulda, coulda, woulda, all the negative talk, all the self-talk, I could be done with that forgiveness so quick rather than carry all that negativity with me for such a long time because I was mad at myself. Usually I wasn't mad so much, I got over getting mad at another person, but when it came to me, I just held it for such a long time.
And there's a sort of philosophy that says, there's nothing out there. So somebody may, bring or be the sort of mirror for you where you haven't done self-forgiveness, and that thing comes back into your life and you start saying, why is this happening again? This other person is the same problem with a different face, right? And that's usually because self-forgiveness hasn't gone to the core, and it's almost like fake it till you make it. You just repeat, I forgive myself for bringing this to my own attention, for whatever, the drama or whatever. If you just even say the word forgiveness, you might feel like a physiology, something happening. And for me, it's been like one of the best things to neutralize so much that I've been carrying around. And it's just like, cutting those cords, cutting those connections that, you repeat a memory which happened 20 years ago. That can be so toxic for you. So just by saying, I forgive myself for that situation, or by even not knowing really what to do or making the wrong choices, and it's incredible how quickly that will leave you.
So true.
Cheers, lovely.
This coffee is so good.
Yeah.
So I feel like the key here is that the feeling of forgiveness is not always clear. When I'm about to forgive myself, I want to feel something different, because when you're angry and you know what that feels like. But forgiveness, you don't quite have that feeling of knowing what it is that you are forgiving and what that feels like. So it's really important to me what you said. When I start doing, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't learn yet, there's not this giant, aha, I learned it this minute, even though I would like it to be that way.
Yeah.
Or I feel like sometimes when, I've taken a weight loss class, and it's all about not what you're eating, but what's eating you. And I feel like the source of it is forgiveness. So I feel like if I should forgive somebody, I should lose 5 pounds. But it doesn't work like that. Forgiveness is
I'll sign up for that class right now.
Anybody that wants to sign up for that class, we're taking people. But I think that what's important here is the fact that you practice the process of forgiveness and saying it's okay to learn, it's okay to move forward, it's okay to get rid of empty your trunk of junk, even though you're not 100% there yet. It's just time to let it go and let the learning begin. Don't hold on to all this upset. I'm never going to forgive you. I could never get over it.
That's so bad for you.
It doesn't mean that you condone this behavior. We're
No.
not talking about that. What we're talking about here is letting go of the attachment to the reactiveness of other emotions.
Sure.
Because you're like, I'm never forgiving you. You don't say that with love. You say that with hate, with anger. And those emotions that are attached to it are not good for you. They're very toxic.
Very toxic. I mean, it is like drinking poison and expecting somebody else to drop dead.
I know, that would be really good. Someone else should die, or you should lose 5 pounds if you forgive. Either one of them would be good options for me. But I still believe that learning to forgive is the key element to having healthy relationships. Because as humans, we're just not perfect. We make mistakes. And sometimes you think, if they would just say they're sorry, well, just say you're sorry to yourself. You made a mistake. When you begin to forgive other people, when you begin the process of forgiveness, you will see how other people react better to you and bring that more into your life.
Yeah. Like Perlan said today in her handwriting analysis talk this morning, it was, 5% of what somebody says. It's 95% of the subconscious. So you can go into somewhere and have the intention of being, I forgive you sort of in that conscious level, but if you haven't actually deep down, or perhaps there's a underlying thing that keeps on coming up, that person is going to know. And it just does, actually, it just neutralizes it. As I said, if you do even a mantra about, it's not even about somebody else. It's like, if you can tell me what I need to do to release me, I'm doing it all day long. I don't care what I got to say. If you've got to stand over there, stand on one leg, I'll do it, because what is the other reality? It's like,
that's right.
You're in that prison.
And really, in order to get out of this prison, this emotional prisoners, it begins with forgiveness. And forgiveness is really not for anybody else but you. Mm-hmm. So we're promoting forgiveness.
Yes, we're going to be totally selfish. Forgive yourself and others.
The thing is, it's not selfish, it's self-full.
Yes.
We're filling ourselves up with forgiveness so that we don't gain any more weight, so that we have better relationships, because it really is kind of like, you're doing it for you. Just remember that when you get really mad at somebody else, forgive yourself for any role you played in it. It's not about them, it's only about you. And just practice forgiveness, and all your relationships and your whole life will really turn around. Have a really great day.
We're going to go back now to the guild. Such an amazing weekend of fantastic mentors.
A lot of fun.
Loads of great friends, and fantastic place to be.
And the party begins tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow morning. There's a lot of technical difficulties in the hotel. I'm sorry that we're so late, and yesterday's didn't work either, because it's unbelievable, but in this day and age, I still don't have Wi-Fi in the room, and in the lobby it's very shaky. So I'm going to do a lot of FaceTimes this weekend and a lot of Instagrams. You could tune into my Instagram. Janet R. Crane is my Instagram account, because I might be recording there because I can't seem to get live in the hotel.
Sure, and we need to get you ready for your next 2-hour slot.
3 hours. I have a 3-hour slot next, coming up soon. A 3-hour slot, so I'm going to get ready. I have my coffee, I'm caffeinated, and I'm ready to go because I'm really excited, because I love tree reading. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me. My first guest of the new year, of the second season of Coffee Time with Janet. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.